iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racing enthusiasts all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. The car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and racing teams. Our skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly racing series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 200,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams, race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12-Hour. Participate in solo races, championship seasons, and hosted in league events with AI racing. With a rapidly expanding catalog of 70-plus cars and 85-plus tracks from real-world racing series, test your abilities with challenging computer-based competition. Additional partners include IMSA, the World of Outlaws, and Supercars, allowing members to participate in their very own Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, Sebring 12-Hour, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Well, hello everybody. And it's season finale time, no less. And we're here in America, live from Road Atlanta. A circuit which, for the eagle-eyed viewers, will spot that the outlay of it looks like an elephant's head. In fact, my good friend Greg Ginsberg, who commentates on many a real-life series and resident commentator at Summit Point Raceway, an iRacing favourite among the lower categories. Well, he's been here many a time and commentating on the SCCA in real life, and he never spotted it till I pointed it out kindly on stream, and he broke down and now can't see anything otherwise. But tonight it's the turn of the UKSR GT3 League Season 13. Round 11, no less. And, well, eagle-eyed viewers may well have spotted as well. It's time for a little Weather Channel update. And that's what it's looking like. It is raining out there, and, well, you can see there's no let-up. If it's a red patch, there's the circuit. So this, yes, crossing the circuit as we speak, but those red patches are even more intense raining, and there's plenty of it on its way as well to boot. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Things could get a little bit spicy out on track in the season finale, low less. As mentioned, having conquered and taken on 10 previous rounds, it's now here. 2nd of June that we take to Road Atlanta. And well, let's talk about those championship standings as well. Elite, well, Herodus Eutortus, he's won that one. Forget about that. No need to worry. Nice and easy. Brittany pretty much looking like 2nd for that one, and Rosef going to pick up the 3rd place. Okay, we're sorted. Let's head across to Pro. This is where things get a little bit interesting. Nikolai Agard, Casper Tunstead, who has overtaken Casper Brockner for 2nd place coming into this final round. Well, there's only a point between them as well. And realistically, Darren Sharples, we've got a 4-way fight here in which someone could take it. Due to drop weeks, realistically, it's somewhat between our top 3. Keep your eyes peeled for that one. I'll try and keep you updated as we head through proceedings this evening. Cross now into Pro-Am, and Jab Barker, well, Sinasani needs to win tonight to take that away from the privateer. Can he do it? Well, he might be able to if he was in the session. He's not showing in there yet. Maybe a late comer. He's a safe pair of hands, is Steiner. So you never quite know. Nathan Anster's looking good for 3rd, realistically. Rob Windsor, he's overtaken James Comley for 4th, so that could change around coming into this final season. So final round of the season. Ruben Berings has moved up from 9th into 6th with Pay down to 7th. Halliday 8th with Smith and Grunstrom remaining 9th and 10th respectively. Into, well, Matt Adamson, he's won this one. Cy Hartley, I mean, it's been a valiant effort, but Matt Emerson, what can you say about that guy for UKSR Hoy? He has been impenetrable, hasn't he? He's been absolutely dominant, and, well, fair play to him. Al Murray looking, well, maybe okay for 3rd. John Davis has been just chipping away for the wrong stuff, and maybe he's got the right stuff in him this evening to take away 3rd from Murray. Owen Halliday of the number pointers in 5th with Robson, Skinner. Robson up 2 places from 10th into 8th. But only 2 points, though, ahead of Dave Allen, with James Spotstock dropping down to 10th. Across into the Teams Championship now, and it's Racing Lab Esports. Well, Agard and Sani, what can you say about those guys? What can you say? They've been so consistent. And, well, I don't think quite bar a mammoth result here today from Tiki Simsport. Tiki, Racing Labs Esports will not be crowned champions. UKSR Cleland are in 3rd with Potato 4th. Old Deucing Cars, Black and Blue. Black actually dropping it down a place behind Potato coming into this final round, and still quite close between those two. DCW, I've seen many a DCW fan in the chat, and well, 7th in the championship there, thanks to Western Bearings and Jones. Hoy down to 8th, No Pointers 9th, and the wrong stuff round things out in 10th. Now, as there's been pointing out on the chat on YouTube, thank you for Anstis Races, or Nathan Anstis. There is no Steinasani tonight. It's not looking good, is it? So that's looking like that one's going to be sorted, done and dusted, nice and easy. So, let's should take a little ride on board. Let's take a little look around. Eric Rosef, he's fastest in practice at the moment. He's currently sat in pits, so we won't go with him. But I'll tell you what. Now down a little bit. Ruben Bearings, you could be my victim. Whoever we see to pick out week in, week out is the driver that ends up. Turn that right down. It's loud, it's Larry, it's a Porsche, and it's into turn 1 in the wet. Trying to avoid that big puddle on the inside there. That's going to catch a few of our drivers out, that's for sure. Looking in left and right now for you to descend down through the roller coaster ride towards 5. Fairing that throttle. Patient, even more so in the wet weather. On the exit here, Want to take a lot of that curb on the right-hand side. A little bit more cautious, not riding the curb anywhere near to what you normally see in dry conditions. Braking in the middle of the track there, trying to avoid the slippery stuff. Of course, rubber that is laid down makes the the grip there near impossible. It's like an ice rink. It's sun beautifully reflecting off the glimmering, shimmering track. And then we've got the long drag, the back straight. For a couple of kinks, though, down to 11A and 11B. It's very good to see how overtakes people. See the amount of spray from that rear view camera, dead center of the cockpit. Just how much spray is being kicked up. Really far to the left-hand side there. We're opening the corner up a little bit more there, is Ruben. Looking at left and right again, incredibly tensive, not taking much of that curb on exit. That's a wise move, and this is where it gets treacherous because you can hardly see. He's got to wait an eternity there to get on the throttle, but that's a lap. And that's how crazy things are going to be around here tonight. Great to have you, so many of you on board throughout the entirety of the season in the chat on YouTube and Twitch. There's many of you here this evening as well. So at the moment, in terms of risers, free from elite, we've got Rosef there. He is Ratani, and Haradus Yatortus, our crown champion in that Audi. Absolute motorsports. Absolute domination from him in elite. As for bearings as well in practice, look at that, second overall. That's a lovely, lovely little result there if you can transform that into qualifying. As for pro, we're looking at Casper Brockman, fastest in practice. As for the AMs, well, there he is. It's Ali Murray, 5 AMs with us tonight. He's sat in the pit. A few drivers just waiting for the session to come to an end. Approximately 3 minutes and change time. Edward Berry Games on over on Twitch. Come on, potatoes. Stop it. Stop it. No connotations or I can't think of the right word here. But yes, it's a family show, people. Don't have your mind in the gutter. So that Pro-Am category, we're looking at, well, currently seeing well on track. That's why I've picked you out, James, for UK Cleland in the Ferrari. Lovely little livery on that one. Lovely livery. Like me, simple but effective. 4 drivers within that tonight. Bearings, Anstis, Conley, and Windsor. The rain, a great equaliser, isn't it, folks? Let's face it. Of course, big weekend for motorsport, not only the season finale of this championship, of course, the real life at Nürburgring, 24 hours today. Well, it's yesterday, should I say, or should I say realistically, the Nürburgring 7 hours, if you include the, 20-odd minutes they spent out on track, just dawdling around, not being allowed to overtake. Yeah, fog. It happens, and it's one of those things. And of course, now we've got the weather effects. I mean, about sim racing, we could just go full chat and see what happens through the fog, and if you die, well, you just hit reset. That is the beauty of sim racing. Just hydrating there, getting liquids on board for ready. I know this is going to be, it's going to be wet and wild, literally and metaphorically. Season finale. And place your bets now, folks. I know we've got a lot of DCW racing fans. Over in Twitch, it's all about Team Potato. Realistically, who do we think is going to take? I mean, your money surely got to be on this guy, Haradus Yatortus. Surely. So dominant this season. Can he clinch another win tonight? So, he has won. Get ready for this. 1, 2... Quick maths. 4 races this season out of 11. Out of 10 so far. And 2 of which he didn't take part in, being Watkins and Le Mans. So yeah, that's not a bad return, is it really? His 2 drop scores currently are both 0 because of those races that he didn't attend. Iritani, I mean, well, what a topsy-turvy season he's had. Also for him, what's really biting him is the 19 penalty points that were handed to him across earlier rounds. Never a good thing. Never a good thing. So, we're not far away now. Seconds away from the session ending. There we go. Checker flag is out. I gotta say, with these graphical improvements they've done to iRacing, you know, so much better, isn't it? Let's look at a gorgeous video game of this. So in these conditions. So there we go. So we transition across now into qualifying. As always, as we've done for the entire season. You haven't been with us. Where have you been? Welcome on board. Here's a course. Lone qualifying for our drivers. 10 minutes in which to complete that. And then we head to racing. 60 minutes of racing. Well, we have got, of course, the 5-minute warm-up session in between. Transfer the drivers to have a quick comfort break and get ready for an hour's racing. During which, stay tuned, because we've got a big announcement coming to the channel. I'm the one who gets the honour of showcasing it to you in the form of a little video. Stay tuned for that one. You find out more about that in around about 10 minutes time. For now, outlaps are plenty occurring. We get to find how the grid is going to form up for this final race of the season. A wet race. Soggy, it's miserable. Tell you what, let's get a little bit of a weather here. Let's have a look at the temperatures out on track. Well, as you can imagine, being rainy, it claims it's cloudy. I mean, understatement of the century, 20 degrees Celsius, 19 degrees track temperature. So, cold one. Now, if it was not raining, that'd be plenty of grip available. But it is. Also, we'll be okay at this time of year. We'll get away with that one. 10 to 7 local time. In the PM, that is. Right, here we go, folks. Who's going to take it? Final qualifying of the season. Who's going to set the bar? Your money, surely. Resortus and Eric Rosef. It's got to be between those two. Absolute Motorsport versus Racing Lab Esports, powered by Ford. Either way, they're both in Audis. Are we going to see someone else just slap one in there at the final race of the season? I mean, we've also got Brockner and Tunstead. That's a battle we need to keep ourselves just a little bit aware of if we progress through the racing situation. Those two coming into the final rounds incredibly close on points. Playguard as well involved in that situation too. And in the wet conditions, I mean, qualifying is going to be oh so important for so many of these drivers. Because we tend to race where you qualify, but also you want to be qualifying as high up that grid as possible, so you're avoiding those first lap incidents. A lot of drivers are going to be side by side. That means that the drivers are going to be on, the rubbered in line, the traditional racing line. Just seeing your tortoise really not taking that one there. And into the final chicane. Just trying to keep off that. Slippery as hell. You can't brake as well. You can't steer as well. That's for certain. Here we go. Times on the board. Ruben Bearing's on a quick one as well. So it's Rosef to the top. Law into third. Where's Bearings? He goes second in the Pro-Am driver. Beating an elite driver and a pro driver. Pollock and Robson there. So plenty of times flooding in here. Weather puns are plenty. What is Casper Brockner going to do? There he is. Old dudes in cars black. Also, incidentally, the colour of the sky out there at the moment. Well, the sun's starting to creep through. Darren Sharple's on a good lap too. He goes 7th. But Brockner, first lap time deleted. Also the same for Nikolai Agard as well. Another of the drivers we need to keep ourselves aware of in that Pro Championship. Anstis heads up through. James Conley is... Oh. Spun on his first lap. Take a little look how he's done that one. Oh. That's happened earlier. Let's take a... I've got another one here. Maybe this is going to showcase exactly what happened to him. Let's take a little look. Oh, no. hitting the grass. Around he goes. Not good. Not what you want in qualifying. You see Mosey's along around. Cy Hartley is another driver for Tiki Simsport who had his first lap time deleted. Same with Alistair Murray as well in the AM category. And, well, I was about to say John Davis as it suddenly updated itself. He goes 8th on top of the AM drivers. Utortus displacing Bearings there to go second. A 10th and a half nearly off of that pole time. As we hit halfway stages in the qualifying. Like Agard about to cross the line. What's it going to be in the Audi for Racing Lab Esports? We're going to get a time on the board here. Wait for it to update. Yes, we do, but it's only good enough for 10th. Look at that. Out-qualified at the moment by 2 AM drivers, by Pollock and Davis. As Brockler there just heads up into 7th. One of you got Cy Hartley. You need a good lap here, mate. No improvements in sectors 2 and 3. Just trying to get a bit of a banker lap on the board. Yet to set times. Connolly. Hartley, we're about to see across the line. Murray will cross it shortly after Hartley. Rattani on a strong lap there, as well as he goes to pole for Olympus in the Lambo. One and only Lamborghini in the field today, and it's shiny bright for them. Time on the board for Hartley. It's well off the pace, likewise for Murray. He's on good laps. Right, Rattani, what have you got, my friend? You need a really good lap. Rosef, you're coming round to the end of your lap. How's Eric Rosef? Second at the moment. 2 tenths slower than Rattani. First time we've seen all the elite drivers right at the top. And where is Simon Bamber when you need him to throw in one of his magical rain masterclasses? There comes Rosef around the final turn. What's it gonna be? And it's good enough for provisional pole for now. As he goes a 10th and a 3rd faster than Rattani. Robson on improving that, so is Casper Tunstep. He goes 4th, second row of the grid for him. Also, Casper Brockner, you're on a very, very good lap. We keep picking you up at the same point for old dudes in cars. Porsche seem to be struggling a little bit here at the moment. A bit skirty coming off the final corner there for him. Wipers on aplenty. What's it going to be? Well, I thought it's going to be a stronger lap than that. It is an improvement. Bearings still remains ahead of him. Who Bearings goes second. Ruben Bearings for DCW. Beautiful. As Anstis goes 6th late on. Rosef, you're on an absolute stonker here. This could be a new pole position coming now. Hold tight. Buckle up, everyone. That's a complete sector 4. What's it going to be? Is it going to be 3 purple sectors in a row for a Scandinavian? Oh, it's only green, but it's an improvement, and that's crucial. He's keeping it together. One final sector. 3, technically 4 corners left to go in that Audi. Under the bridge. Through the final corner. Gotta give it everything you got. He's skirting. Oh, is that going to be an off-track? He loses traction, but it's good enough for pole late on. And your Tortoise goes second, so Rattani drops to the 3rd row of the grid late on. Electrifies. Look at that. 6 tenths faster than your Tortoise. That's practically illegal. Brockner, what are you on? Nikolai Agard is on a good lap incoming here for the Racing Lab Esports driver, trying to emulate Eric Rosef's form, but Agard only moves up 1 place. Brockner, no improvement. He's going to remain where he is. Who've got on good laps? James Conley. Well, he's improving, but that's on previous times that have all been deleted. At the moment, the only driver yet to set a time is Connolly. Hence why he's not appearing in that tower in the left-hand side of your screens right now. He misses out again. Misses out again. He's got 1 more lap left in him, and that is it. Alistair Murray just about to round out his final lap right now. Improvement, personal best there in sectors 2 and 3, but it's just how much time he lost in that first sector that could really harm him and prevent him from starting this race much higher up. Comes across the line. Oh, it's no improvement. Well, improvement in time, but that's it. Eric Rosef, best wet lap of my life, saying in the YouTube chat. What a lap it was. Let's not forget. You taught us just how strong that guy is. I don't race F there, just slapping it in casually. The Rainmaster. Well, second Rainmaster, of course, behind Simon Bamber, who is the fan favourite when it comes to Rainmaster drives. Of course, what we saw at Monza. Scintillating stuff. Pollock there, no improvement on his final lap. I can tell you James Conley has bailed out of his lap. So, folks, that is just done in qualifying. We're done. We're dusted. Transition across now into the warm-up session. You see that rain still coming on. Those that you weren't with us earlier on, let's take a little look at what's happening out there from the weather radar. It's, well, not good, is it? Look at that. Lots of yellow patches, a few red patches in there. That's doing even stronger, heavier rain. Yes, it's going to make things that little bit more spicy, isn't it? That's for sure. But, as I promised you, announcement time. I should have had a drum roll sound effect set for this, but I don't. So you're just going to have to pretend. Create your own, maybe. I don't know. So coming to UKSR, the next iRacing season, it's a new championship. And it's back, baby. It's multi-class. Roll the VT. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the return of multi-class to UKSR. It's season 2. Find out more about, of course, heading across to the Discord. Join up on that fantastic championship and the good news as well. Well, maybe good, maybe not. I'll be back in the commentary for that one. I love multi-class. It is my favourite type of racing. Multi-class sports cars. Just any of that, and I'm there. I'm there. I'm sold. Just sign me up already. Whether it's commentary, whether it's racing, or even doing both at the same time. I've tried that before. It's not as hard as what you might think. But yes, head across to that one. Get yourself signed up, booked in, locked on. It'll be worth every single penny. Great community. Wow, support. You find more information. Down below in the. Oh, hold on. That's YouTube. It'll be down low in the description. Those of you over on Twitch, of course, you can go across to the UK Sim Racing website. Find out more. uksimracing.co.uk. I'm going to slap that over in the chat for you. Make sure you head across there. Find out more about all of the leagues as well that are ongoing in the community. Maybe you won't be like Alistair Pollock and stick it at the wall on the final corner on your warm-up session. Maybe. Just maybe. And, well, of course, the weather What's it going to be like in the wet? It was fully sold out last time at the championship, so if you want to sign up, get your name down ASAP. Because it will sell out incredibly quickly. And that's not me hyping me up, that is just me stating facts. Don't do ifs, buts, and maybes. Only do absolutes. Talking of absolutes, Harold Tortoise, the fastest time ironically in practice. He went out, did one lap. That was it. It's done. One and done. It's good enough for him. Old Haradas of Absolute Motorsport ASLF. We're not far away now from the end of the practice session. In fact, 2 seconds. There we go. Check flag out on the session. Wait for the cars to disappear. And that means we're going to head across into race. 60 minutes of racing coming up for you. There you go. It's disappeared. So we transition across there. There we go. Let's take you through your final grid of the season. It's Eric Rosef on pole. Fine pole position. He's joined by, well, the only Harold Tortoise, our reigning champion in, of course, that elite category. Row 2 is Ian Rattani across his place and lost that pole position to some late efforts from Rosef and Tortoise. He's joined by Ruben Behrings, no less. I mean, he's so high up the grid, he's practically gone a nosebleed. He's up on row 2. Row 3, it's all pro. It's Casper Tunstead and Nathan Allure. Then it's Nathan Anstis. Great qualifying for him. I mean, that would have got him polling category if it hadn't been for the heroics from Ruben Behrings getting into 4th. He's joined by Nikolai Agard, who leads that pro category. Row 5, and running out top 10, Casper Brockner and John Davis claiming the last and podium, pole position even of the season. Great result for him as well to get inside the top 10 too. Row 6, it's all out affair. It's Alistair Pollock and Dave Robson. Cross now onto row 7, and that is going to be Darren Sharples and Rob Windsor. Row 8 of the grid, Alistair Murray and Cy Hartley. James Connolly not setting a time. Now, I can tell you as well, not good. Rob Windsor electing maybe to start from the pits. He hasn't taken to the grid either way. There he is. There's Barney. Wait for the Porsche 911 safety car to pull in. Wait for the drivers to come round that final corner in a few moments time. You can see for the track map top right corner, just heading through turn 1 there. Getting a little bit key. You can tell I'm just eager. I'm excited to get this one underway here. Pole sister Eric Rosef there. Probably the only time you'll see a Ford logo on an Audi. Should have run the GT40, shouldn't he? If you're going to be sponsored by Ford, at least use the GT40. Come on. I mean, if he's stuck it on pole by that margin in the GT40, then it would have been, well, even, well, I think everyone would have gone wild for that one. Absolutely everyone would have gone wild for that one. Of course, Rattani, there he is in that Olympus iconic livery. Only Lamborghini in the field today. Other than that, we're all Porsches, Audis, and Ferraris. Ferrari really struggling here today, ironically. Highest position car, Nathan Anstis for Team Potato. Suppose Porsche, the highest for them is 4th. The 3 Audis, lowest is Nikolai Agard, who's starting on the 4th row of the grid. With ironically Anstis, who is the top of the Ferraris. Right, prediction times, folks. Who is going to finish where? Who's going to do what? We'll make it through turn 1. You want to stay up to date with where all the drivers are. Additional information dropping in the chat right now is the link to the live timing. See where everyone is. Everyone is at. There we go. Porsche 911 safety car pulling in. And there he is. Race ready with the green flag. Let's get ready to go racing for the final time this evening as we are green and we are away and we are racing from Road Atlanta down to turn 1 we go in the wet, in the rain, Everyone trying to pick out their lines there, trying to make it through. As I think we've cleanly made it through. Bearings running a little bit wide there, struggling in early stages as we make our way through the S's right now. Everyone just about getting away. Rob Windsor's got going from the pits. But down the hill they come in the rain in one long train. You can see Rob Windsor right in the background there, right at the back of the field. So everyone keeping well away across those curves, past that exit, but it's Rosef who leads here. Nikolai Agard up 3 places already. Ruben Behrings dropping through. Said didn't have the best of starts, did the Belgium driver for DCW. This Nikolai Agard is looking to secure this Pro Championship. There he is in the Audi. To set up 3 places already. James Conley running round from the back of the field. Just won the Porsche in the background there, getting a little bit twitch. Being that might have been John Davis with the wrong stuff. Making their way through right now. Down the back straight. Who's going to be brave? Who's going to make a move? Let's take a look what it looks like in the spray. Oh, you can't see anything out there. Nothing whatsoever. Tentative moments here in these early stages, but your Tortoise starting to really turn up the pressure, turn up the heat when it's cold out there. It's raining, but your Tortoise is really giving it to Rosef now. Lithuania versus Scandinavia. Everyone making it round lap 1. It was Ruben Behrings. He actually came off track. We're going to see if we can get some video footage of that one, exactly how that panned out for him, how he managed to do that. So down in turn 1, trying to go around the outside of Ritani, and just got onto the rubber, which just left him with no grip. That's what squeezed him. Tried to come back there, trying to get back into line, a bit of contact, but well, everyone got away with that one. That was Nathan Alul who was with, I believe. Just seeing get sort of starting to back off a bit there. Alistair Pollock into the lead of that category right now. What are we going to see here? Is he going to make a move on Casper Brockner? ECW starting to grow into this race. Behrings picking himself up after that poor start from him. To the brakes they come. No advantage game, no moves made there. These early stages. As Windsor has re-entered the pit lane, maybe he's experiencing a few technical difficulties. Shame for the Team Potato driver. His final race of the season is in the foreground there. As Behrings throwing a few shapes, trying to get the move done on a law, wants to make a bit of progress. A little desperate to stay in the top 3 and stay in the fight in that pro category. Tunstead leads from Agard. All calm, all settled, but for how much longer? How much longer? How much longer is this going to last here in the wet? Is it going to be a bit of a procession? Interesting for Racing the Void over in Twitch saying in the chat, our drivers for all 2 claiming they won't need to pit in the race. Oh, I mean, you're not accelerating as hard, are you, in the wet weather? And a fuel saving? Sat in the slipstream? Can it be done? Is someone going to risk it for a biscuit? That's the 2 KSR drivers pretty close together there. Murray just behind James Connolly at the moment. I do love the red on that Ferrari. Really suits it. Shame about the rear end of the car. It just doesn't do anything for me. The Tortoise are losing ground at elite at the front end of the field. It's dropping to 1.2 seconds behind. Ritani closing up now, though. 4/10 of a second. Just sneaking out to half a second there was to say that. Then compresses. Ritani looking really aggressive. That's been well known for his bold moves during the season. Ooh, twitchy in the background there for Tunstead. That big sim racing Porsche. Remaining relatively calm now. Lap 4, 5 minutes. Nearly 6, in fact, complete out of this race. One way to go, though. We've got a lot of racing to still do. A lot can happen. Changing track conditions. People can fall off. As we saw in the real life at Nürburgring 24 this weekend. Just how treacherous it can be and how easy to lose the car. It won't be like David Pittard in the Aston Martin, who, as everyone coming around to complete their first lap of the race, he was still on his formation lap due to a puncture in the Aston Martin. Wow. Talking about puncture, Ritani there trying to punch into some of the air up the inside to Tortoise. Tortoise has closed up that gap a little bit, though. It's taken about a second out of Rose F, roughly. Knocking on the door of 4 attempts. It's 3 elite drivers really pulling away as well from Tunstead, who's sort of pro and 4th overall, the best of the rest at the moment. He's 1.5 seconds behind these guys, and just in the background, Nikolai Agard is 2.3 seconds behind. Now, as things stand, that will be good enough for Agard to clinch that pro category championship. It's on board with your Tortoise right now. Just about make out the lights in front of Eric Rose F. And just about make out the headlights of Ritani behind us. But I tell you what, it's Rose F who's looking not too clever coming off that final turn there. So he seems to be losing a lot of the time at these early stages. Backing up, and again, Ritani just favouring that more shallower entry into turn 1. Whereas both the Audis seem to be taking a much wider line. It's interesting. It's coming down to driver style. Of course, the Lamborghini and the Audi both sharing incredibly similar platforms due to their shared DNA on the road cars. Of course, he's pretty much built on the road cars. With lots of additions. And also, Casper Tunstead is starting to claw his way back into this fight here. It's close. He was around about just over a second behind these guys. Gaps dropping to now 8 attempts. So on the back straight we go. This is the closest battle we've got. Well, I say battle. Darren Sharples has had an issue. So has Connolly as well. We'll see if we can pick up those and exactly what happened. I think it's part of a bit of a larger incident potentially. Let's take a little look. Exactly. This is what happened to Connolly. Oh, wow. Just locked up the rears. Under braking. And around he went. As for Sharples, a bit too wide. Caught the grass on entry, and that sent him into the wall. And both of those have headed to the pits. So everyone's starting to fall off the track. A lull off as well now. Oh, that's incredibly wide. Does he save it? Yes, he does. Does he lose the place? No, keeping bearings at bay. Well, that run down into the chicane. That's for Ritani. A bit mowing the grass a little bit there, coming out the final corner. And I think Davis will bring you... Oh, Bertani in the background there. Again, off the track. And finally, Casper Tunstead says, thank you very much. I'll take that one from you. Bertani from being right up on the back of these guys. Tunstead, you can tell from the amount, he had to get out of the accelerator there because he's dropped to 3 seconds behind the cars in front of him. Really back out of it as Bertani was just swirling and snaking around the grass. It's how hard he's pushing in to try and keep himself in the fight with this top two, but in doing so, he's now undone all that hard work. Do you wonder if maybe a little bit of conservatism might have been a bit better for him? Incredibly close in the braking there. Tunstead will be sweating it out right now. That's the Porsche car coming off the final corner. Showering Rattani in spray. Rattani, well, looking like he's making a... Oh, wow. That... he's been taking that shallow line in there, but... As that is... Who is that in front of us? Oh, something has happened to Brockner. He's dropped down from the field, and Nathan Anstis. I think they might have all come together here. And for old dudes in cars, well, it's all gone wrong. Both of those drivers off the track. Is that one of the Team Potato cars? Is that Rob Windsor? Yes, it is. Of course, he's already running a lap down. It's allowing these two through as Rattani squeezing up the inside there, getting the job done. He's through. He's back into third, but they lost so much time to that lead too. I'll look at the... Let's go back to say results there. Now, I think... Now, Brockner came off track. Don't think he's that instant, because I think we may have... Oh, and he spun. He stuck it in the wall. Then he's had a further incident. It's all part... Is that a secondary incident? No, it's all part of the same one, I think. Anstis is... through the final corner. You can see him drop it here. Oh, it's aquaplaning. Front sliding there. So on goes through as the Pollock. As for Brockner, well, he came off the track another further time. Sharples jumped to the pits too. Let's have a look at what happened to Darren Sharp. And that was from an earlier incident on, I believe, anyway, what we've covered. So, well, it's starting to bite a little bit now, the wet weather. As what's happened while we're away watching all the action, I'm going to have to scroll through everything here because Tortoise, is it connection issues? He's gone. Wow. Didn't see that one coming. Didn't see that one coming. I'm trying to find... There's nothing showing my log whatsoever. Well, I've got here where he's passed... Rattani passed him. But if he's been ejected from the session, which I think he may well have done, we won't see anything. So Eric Rosef leads here at the 15-minute mark approaching. Rattani is in second and mowing the grass again through that final corner. Really struggling with that one. Apparently the NVIDIA driver crashed for your Tortoise. So Rattani then loses it. Well, I was about to say second overall. He's not. It's this guy's Casper Tunstead. The Porsche as well. They were looking not as good as the Audis early on, but Casper said, "Hold my beer. Watch this." And the Dane second sim racing, not only to the top of the pro, but to second overall on the podium. This has really shuffled things around a little bit. So Resources the only retirement. Oh, it's unsettled, looking a bit bouncy, a little bit unsettled there. Nikolai Agard, he is second in Pro. Nathan Law, you'll see just behind him, heading through shot there. He is the privateer, the Frenchman in that Porsche. Third in Pro. As for Pro-Am right now, it's Ruben Behrings who leads the way. He's all part of this fight here, getting involved and having blinky connection issues as well. That's not something you want to be around in the wet weather, but he is leading that Pro-Am category at 5th overall. That'll be an amazing result if you pull that one. They've announced this is 9th in second in class. Well, Rob Windsor, despite starting from the pits, being well down off the back of the pack, is 3rd in Pro-Am. As for Am, well, Alistair Pollock, DCW, take a bow, my friend. 6th overall. Oh, Tunstead. It's off. Tunstead came off there. I just saw him move down. Well, he's gone from 2nd overall. And now it's all shuffling around here. It's all going a little bit crazy. So what happened to him? Down from the helicopter. Oh, and just aquaplaned off at turn 1. That meant there comes through Agard. He heads on by. Behrings, blinky Behrings. And Alol just about squeezed his way through too. Well, no, they've got a little bit of a train for him. Behrings, Alol, Tunstead. That is Rob Windsor there in the background and that Team Potato Ferrari. Incidentally, a lap down, but we're still running 3rd in class. Only 4 Pro-Am runners today. Connolly, after his excursion into the barrier. But yeah, again, drivers really struggling out there today. Quite a few of them are struggling with the wet weather. That's not letting up whatsoever. This is with us. It's with us to stay for the entirety of this motor race. So I'm saying Rattani out as well. Yes. That has... Wait, is he out? Yes, he's jumped to the pits. So what happened to him? So he'd been off track, well, more times than I could count. Oh, and he's come out right into a battle. He is a lap down on these guys as well. So that is the Behrings, Alol, and Tunstead battle, which is now, ironically, over 3rd overall. Alol has got to be incredibly nervous because you see how much Behrings is blinking in front of him. This is in settling time, especially in the wet weather. And when you've got Tunstead right nipping at your heels like a Yorkshire Terrier, yapping away, making your life an absolute misery. They want to get after Agard. They want to deny him of this final Pro victory of the season. And in equal terms, what's looking like the battle for 2nd. As for Rattani, let's take a look what happened to him. Been mowing the grass coming out the final corner so many times. Okay. Was it a different incident, man? No, I can't. Other than that one incident, I can't seem to find where he's come off track. It's all gone a little bit weird. Not too sure. It's not registering like he's had an incident, but he clearly has. Maybe I'm putting it on chat. Maybe crashed out as well, but reconnected. No, because we'd still have the initial crash. I'm not too sure there. A few drivers are experiencing a connection issue, so it may well be something related to that one. But, well, Eric Grosef now, he leads by 11 seconds overall. I mean, he can practically pull over get himself a nice hot cup of coffee, have a bit of a chin wag, and get back in the car and still be in the lead of this race. That's the amount of advantage he's got. He sorted us out. Rattani, well, who knows? A little bit of a description of Rattani's season. You never quite know what you're going to get from him. We've had some absolutely epic, superb drives, scintillating overtakes, and, well, some moments that I think he'll be results that he'll be disappointed in himself. As I Hartley, another one to. Oh, okay, so that's already happened. It's one again. I'll try to get out of the way of the passing car. And invertedly got on the grass and stuck it in the wall. Delor there, just looking a little bit nervous. A little bit nervous indeed. So, I've calmed down now. 21 minutes complete. In fact, nearly 22 here from Road Atlanta. Big changes. We've got 4 AM drivers in the overall standings. It's been topsy-turvy. There it is for you. 2, maybe 3, possibly returns, because Rattani is back in the pits. There he is. It's all gone wrong for him yet again. Yeah, he's just pulled over and stopped and jumped to the pits again. I'm not too sure what's going on for him. Rosef leads by, well, it was about 12 seconds. That's come down to 9.5. Thanks to this guy, Nikolai Agard. So last time around, a 1:37.3 for Agard versus a 1:39.2. So nearly 2 seconds faster last time around for Agard. And in fact, Bearings and Alul both set 1:37s. 37.4 for Bearings, 37.6 for Alul. And what does that tell us? That tells us those two are going 2 seconds faster than anyone else out on the circuit right now, including our leader, Rosef. Could we have a Pro-Am driver win? I mean, surely not. I mean, Rosef has surely just got to be just lifting and coasting this way this round, fuel saving it, you know, not pushing the car. Get this one home in the no-stop race. I mean, that really would be slam dunk for him. He is on course for the Grand Chelem. Well, starting on pole position, leading every lap, winning the race, and setting the fastest lap of the race to boot too. He holds that title 1:33.5. Closest to him at the moment is a 1:34.19. Is it set by another elite driver? No. Another pro driver? No. That's right. It's Ruben Bearings, who's 3rd overall for DCW Racing in the Pro-Am category. We said it'd be quite crazy, this race. We said it'd be wild. Windsor jumping to the pits. Been a torrid afternoon for him. I mean, started from the pits. Comes himself back there once again. Alistair Pollock in, well, I would say early. I don't know about you folks, but that looks like it's cramming to me. Yeah. Yeah, he's steering left and he's going right. That's never a good thing. as he comes in from what was third in the AM category. So second in the AM category and seventh overall. Dave Robson leading the AM category at the moment. There he is for Tiki Sinsport. Ferrari's qualified poor, but they've kept themselves on the track and find sixth overall at the moment. And not looking too clever right now. A few of our drivers out there. There's another driver experiencing connection issues at the moment. Oh, Cy Hartley being another one of them too. I think he's lost that coming out of the final corner in that car. Another one taking on, well, it's like they think they're in an episode of SpongeBob SquarePants and trying to live in a pineapple under the sea, and they're being employed by Mr. Krabs, and Mr. Krabs is their car because it is crabbing a lot. Yes, there is that little going on, that's the level of depth we're going to with tedious puns at the moment. So got clear track in front of him as our leader. His closest car to him is going to be Darren Sharples of Odozing Cards Blue, who is bottom of pro at the moment, 14th overall. He is a long way off, a quarter of a lap no less. You see from the track map in the top right-hand corner just how far in front he is. And he has responded and opened that gap back up as well. Started lapping at a similar lap time at 1:35 for all of our top 5, incidentally, last time around. So Rosef definitely picking up the pace, and it's on the gap, which had got down to 9.3 seconds, now back up to 11.6. And in fact, just sets the fastest lap of the race there, at 1:33.28. Meanwhile, look who's closing in on Nikolai Agard. I mean, surely not a Pro-Am driver finishing second overall. Surely not. Plenty of new personal bests coming in there. Bearings and Tunstead besting personal best. Tunstead, incidentally, only the second driver to make it into the 1:33s after our leader, Eric Rosef. Here's Tunstead at Peak Sim Racing, the Dane in 5th overall at the moment. I tell you what, the Scandinavians, you can tell they we should be being British, we used to be driving this sort of weather, but it's actually the Scandinavians who are performing best out on track at the moment. Oh, the exception of one Benelux driver and his bearings. He's bearing down on Agard. The second place, 0.6 of a second is all of that gap right now. Down the back straight, through 9, down to 10A and B. And the brakes and these wet weather lines really helping Agard just to defend a line, positioning in the middle of the track. 1:32.44 from Rosef. He's finding the groove, isn't he? As we approach half race distance. That is an absolute stonker of a lap. As Agard responds, he goes 33 dead. In fact, to follow suit, Agard bearings and a lull, all in the 33s, but Casper Tunstead says, hold my beers and get this, I'm in the 32 club. 1:32.87, 4 slower than our best lap, which has just been set by Rosef, who is the leader. And that is still looking like a blinking Ruben bearings. Not good. It's not good for the drivers around him, but also for him because you don't know where you're going to emerge. Especially on the longer blinks. S. Livingston saying over on Twitch, best team in Norway. Let's go Racing Lab. Nikolai is my hero. It's going to be a 1-2 for the Racing Labs outfits. Of course, the Powered by Ford subdivision of Rosef leading. Agard leading the pro category. Carries this one on. 131.7 there from Rosef. Wow. Really smashing them out of the park now. 32.2s for Agard and Bearings. It's Racing Labs. 1-2 for them at the moment. Make their way down the hill. Lord's not quite keeping it, just losing bit by bit. It's still close enough though. You see the elevation changes really in that. A good aspect here from these static shots. Through 6 into 7 now. Barsang Labour turning lumbered. Make their way through there. Bearings is starting to feel confident, feel at one with this car, starting to enjoy these conditions. Starting to move around in the mirrors of Agard to distract him. Dropping down the hill into 10A. From Agard. Another, not quite another new fastest lap of the race. 6 times slower that lap, incidentally. But I'll tell you, he's just at the fastest lap. Look at that purple time there from Nathan Law. What a time from him. What a time. And at a time that he really needs to pluck the sort of lap times out of the bag right now, because he's still continuing to lose time in places to these two. You can see on the screen right now of Agard and Bearings. But here's the big but. See in the chat, rest avoid our protein definitely earning stripes right now. I tell you what they're doing, all sorts of scintillating stuff. But in fact, Tunstead as well from Pro, getting into the 131s, only 0.04 of a second slower last time around than that new best set for it by Alol. Who is now nearly within slipstream distance of these two. Oh, he had a big blink in the background there. Has he come back? He hasn't come back. Oh no. Waiting to see his name start moving again. It's another one to experience connection issues. Nikolai should be in pro team soon. It's fast. Well, I tell you what, it's going to be fascinating to see. There's a lot of drivers who are reaching that stage, and I tell you what, I'm pretty sure Alol, despite turning up the lights and setting electric laps, looking like he's disconnected and he's gone. That's absolutely gutting. It was all just come together for the Frenchman. What was turning into be a freeway fight over these last two podium places. Well, another driver surely to suffer. Oh, was that a bit of sunlight shining across the track there? Did my eyes deceive me into what turn would it be in that 7? It's starting to shine through in certain places. Only a few breaks in the cloud. Yeah, and all is officially out. Can't seem to put it up from the static shots there, unfortunately. So, another one bites the dust so far. Retirements. Well, Ritani and Winter have both got going against, but despite spending numerous amounts of time in the pit. Wait a minute. It's only your Tortoise and Alol who are are drivers who have retired the car. Bearings, this connection issue, and back markers, I would say, getting in the way. That was, yeah, no, wasn't who I thought it was. Oh, bearings trying to clear it, can't quite get it done, does eventually. Down in 6. Finally getting the job done. It's Darren Sharples, there you go, in fact, but where's the driver that Bearings lost that time to? And wow, I don't think you could have a much happier A-guard than to see that happening. More. Oh, connection issues. Does he save it? Yes, he does. Tokyo drifts his way through the corner, Bearings. But it cost him more time. In fact, it's cost him a lot of time. That's cost him about 3 seconds, no less. Oh, it's dropping in and out for him time and time again. We've definitely quite a thing, Sam, as we're starting to fast approach the last third of the race here. It must have been a rather dramatic race. Necessarily for reasons that we might have thought of first of all. And definitely that sun's starting to poke through more and more and more. Bit by bit, as A-guard extends that gap out even further. 6.8 seconds is now the time difference between himself and Bearings. Let's not forget, only a couple of laps ago, Bearings was really breathing down the neck of A-guard for racing laps. Looking like an Audi 1-2 though. And actually, the top 3 positions overall, the podium overall, being set by 3 different categories. That's a little bit special. Also, we failed to, well, I failed to announce this guy, Dave Robson, who's kept it on the track and not done anything special. That's why we've not seen much of you, Dave. You do, you know, exciting, dramatic things. You get shown on stream a lot more. Oh, it says Bearings has entered the pits. Has he actually genuinely entered? He has genuinely entered. Okay, so he has got the fuel stop. Or is he going to gamble and do something wild here and go, oh, no, it's too wet. Surely it is too wet. Be thinking about slicks. We had more rain forecast. It's still raining out there. He can't be thinking of stuff like that. He's been absolutely mad, lad. Yes. That means Dave Robson. Well, actually, Bearing's still in the pits. Robson is going to move up to 4th. Oh. No, Bearings has got going. Where is he? There he is, just up the road. There is Robson. So he is currently 5th overall. He's up 2 places in class, having started 3rd in class. He's up 7 overall. Into 5th is the Brit. And he is 29 seconds ahead of John Davis of the Wrong Stuff, who's 6th overall. That's all. Wait for Rattani. And through the final corner. Oh, just too wide. Trying to open up the corner for exit and bang. Just side-on impact. Oh, is that further connection with the wall? Yes, it is. Well, it goes from bad to worse, doesn't it, for him? It's car driving once more, but there is one bruised and battered Lambo. Fraser, I don't like to say too much. $40 complete, and I'll tell you what, the predictions over in chat about it looking like, you know, a no-stop race. It's starting to feel more and more like that one is in the background. That's Cy Hartley. Well, there we go. That's into the bin and it's into the pits for him. Also in a torrid afternoon, the Tiki Sim Sport driver. So a little catch up with chats, of course. What have we got? Where is the rain specialist Sani today? I don't know, S. Livingston. You tell me. Would love to have seen Steiner today. Another driver would love to have seen is Simon Bamber. Could have been here because he sat in the chat, the GT3 voice chat in the UKSR Discord. I can see him. See you, Simon. This race would have been built for you. Bottled it. I say with the greatest affection. Racing the voice saying, of course, about Sonny, he was in the chance of actually winning the championship today as well. I think he might have pulled it off. It's safe pair of hands. Casper Sunstead into the pit road. Okay. Does that mean... Where are you, Dave? Where are you, Dave? If we get an AM driver on the podium overall, I'll just give up. I'll delete the game. I've completed it in life. Actually, no, I won't go that far. If Dave Robson, by some miracle, just wins this, then that's it. I've completed life. That's it. I'm done. But he's into fourth now. The bearings in the pit. Is that his? Hold on a minute. Is that his? He's already been in the pit once, hasn't he? Linking to a stop. Yeah, that's the second time in the pit for Ruben Bearings. And stop and go by the looks of things for him. Right, here we go, chat. Robson up into fourth. What's the worst we got happening over in chat? Tunstead 0 stops. Well, Captain Tunstead has actually stopped, so that's not what worked out. And he's only 8.9 seconds ahead of the mighty Dave Robson of Tiki Sim Sport, the AM driver. Be riding along in fourth overall right now. Who have we got? Steinerus. Spotting Racing Lab by hanging in a bar in Iron Napa. No rain here. But you know what, mate? If you're in Iron Napa, fair play. Have a beer on me. Limited saying he should cancel the trip to Iron Napa. Not a chance. Not a chance. He is going to be up to his somethings in lots of drink and maybe other stuff as well. Gap growing though between Robson and Tunstead. That's disappointing. Now 10.3. Come on, Dave. Get yourself onto a pod overall. Oh, we love it under. Sorry. Well, I say we. Actually, no. I do not mean it's collective. Everyone loves it. We all love an underdog. Let's make a bit rogue. You know, like the Dacia Logan in the N24. It's a fan favourite. That would be a fan favourite moment of the whole season. AM driver, podium overall. Can we have it happen? Can we have it happen? That will be up there for me. I say for it's commentating Apex and covering their GT3 league, incidentally. And we had a Pro-Am driver win the overall championship. And that was in a Ferrari as well, Dave Robson. Oh, the stars are aligning, folks. Are the stars aligning? You're going to see another bit of magic from the prancing horse. Well, we've got 15 minutes in which to find out that one. There he is, trundling around. Nobody's near anyone. If you want, don't believe me, or if you want to stay up to date with all the, well, the action, let me find it. There we go. Way up. Oh, it's all shuffling around. People are no, not posting in chat. It's just chats. That's my mouse having a moment. Yes, link to the live timing. Let's drop that in for you. So, key stats right now. Folks. One of a few ways. So Pollock into the pits. Alistair Pollock. Where are you? There you are for DCW. In the pit lane in the Porsche. That's looking like a lengthy stop as well. Not good for him. Not good for him. This has had an eventful day, hasn't it? The Team Potato Ferrari of Nathan Anstis. Ironically, it's actually now running 6th overall. Very loose rear end there. As Nikolai Agard into the pits. Agard comes down pit road. Right, folks. This now means that... Well, I think he's got a pit stop pretty much in the bag because he came in with 42 seconds. The advantage over Tunstead, who lies 2nd in Pro and 3rd overall. And I can tell you from where Nikolai Agard is, there's Tunstead just exiting the final corner, and Agard has managed to come in. But what looked like a bit of a splash and dash there, just to get himself home, top himself off. Off he goes. Going to carry himself all the way to 2nd overall, which I believe from memory is where he started this season, all the way back at round 1 at Portimao in the glorious Portuguese sunshine, no less. Something we can't say about this wet and drizzly evening here in North America. Is this that Rose F into the pit road? Yes, it is. Coming in for... Well, that surprises me, because I thought that the amount of time he had in the bag and how he just seemed to be stroking this one home, that he would, in fact, just do this with a no-stop race. But are clearly feeling the need to just come in for the splash and dash to get himself home. Parks his car up in front of, incidentally, Rizzani, one of the other... drivers in Elite. Only 3 runners in Elite tonight, so you guarantee a podium finish. But, well, Resortis retired in lap 7 to lap 23 for Rizzani. Off he goes, and needless to say, with plenty of time in the bag. In fact, it's going to balance out at about 17.7 seconds for him. So that's a solid result. Nolan course to claim that Grand Chelem. Other retirements, obviously you mentioned Rittani and Yatsortis. Pollock, it's looking like that's done and dusted now. Lost him on lap 27. Leaders currently on lap 31. Rob Windsor, the other car as well. Team Potato Ferrari. Must the car back on lap 20. As for your classes, well. Well. Just covered the top 3 in Elite, so that's one ticked off for us. Pro. Agard, Tunstead and Brockner, 2nd, 3rd and 9th overall. Basically, switching to multi-class going to be a bit more exciting. Hey, it's wet weather at Atlanta. Then we've got in Pro-Am, Ruben Bearings after that great qualifying performance he put in. Qualified on the 2nd row in 4th position. Hasn't really translated into race pace, of course, lost those places all the way back at the start. He's running 5th overall right now. Nathan Anstis 2nd in class, James Connolly 3rd in class. Our leader, Rosef, has lapped everyone up into, and including, well, it head across to AM category, we can confirm that one now. Robson running 4th overall. Come on, I don't want something bad to happen to Rosef or Agard or Tunstead, but come on, we would love Robson to get on the podium overall. Oh, he's in the pits. Maybe that might be the end of that one. He's just heading in. Down pit road. There comes the Tiki Sim Sport Ferrari. So, Alistair Murray, John Davis, our 2nd and 3rd in class. I think this pretty much ends our chance with 9.5 minutes to go. Comes on pit road. So, past goes room and bearings. Where is Nathan Anstess? Oh, I think Robson will get out in front of him. So he's on course. Yeah, he will do. Look at that. He's going to come out well in front of him. So, a top 5 overall for Dave Robson. Lovely. Lovely. Sounding very gentle with it coming out in the pit lane there, and no revving the car out. Just favoring the throttle along. Bit by bit, little by little. And so your closest battle right now is, well, Casper Brockner, who's 3rd in Pro, to John Davis, who's 3rd in AM. That's right, the 3rd place in Pro is behind the 3rd place in AM. That's how strong AM has been this weekend. 6 seconds, the advantage that Davis has. Can he hold him off? Well, it's he's gone from 6.3 to 6.1. Space of, what, a corner. So this could, well, it could close up potentially, although it's just stagnating again and dropping once more down to 6 seconds into the 5-second mark, first of all. As we have now 7.5 minutes remaining. Seven and a half minutes. Get the job done. It's down to 5.7 seconds. I still will mean, though, incidentally, we have all our podium in the AM category finishing inside the top 10. In fact, it'll be Elite and Pro-Am, the only categories that do not have their top 3 inside the top 10. One and one of our 3rd laps down on our leader, Rosef. Rosef has now, who's he lapped everyone up into and including, I think he's just about to come up at 6th place, Nathan Anstess. Yeah, there he is in the background. I mean, and yes, I know he's had no one's pressure on Rosef. Certainly since the disconnection of Usortus, the our bad fate of Sani, there you go. Anstess just making it nice and easy for him. Can he catch Robson? Well, I don't see that one because he is around about 20 seconds up the road from Rosef now. So I do not see that one happening. So respectable, you know, to pass everyone up into, lap everyone up into including 6th place. Solid result. Start talking to these sort of statistics now at this point in the race. Highest position climber so far, Alistair Murray of UKSR Cleland, running 2nd in the AM category, 7th overall. He's at 8 places for UKSR Cleland. So, of course, as we mentioned in the shuttle, saw the video for it earlier on, coming to the channel in around about, hold on, I need to work this one out, 3 weeks' time, will be the return of multi-class hypercar, LMP2, and GT3. all on the track at the same time. 60-minute races with exclusion of 2. There will be 19 minutes each. That is going to be wild. It's going to be crazy. Whoa, is that Rose F just really started to... No, it wasn't. It wasn't him. It's Nikolai Agard. Yes, it is. See, it comes up to the back of Anstis there. Just... No, sorry, that is not, is it? That's Darren Sharp. It's the old Wilson car blue machine. Darren, a sensible set of hands and just allowing on past. Last runner out on track is Cy Hartley. He's 13th overall and currently 4 laps down. It's a real war of attrition in that Tiki Simsport Ferrari has spent quite a bit of time in the pits. It's been there twice. Last time was on lap 24, so that was 6 laps ago for Cy. That's his lap 24. Running on lap 36 is our leader. We're just about to start lap 36. So who is catching who, if any at all? Brockner, I mean, I said about him potentially catching this guy, John Davis, of the wrong stuff. However, 4.5 seconds with 3.5 minutes remaining. As the late great Murray Walker said, you know, catching people is one thing, but passing them is something completely different altogether. I just don't see him getting it done. The Am's flying high today. Love it. Love it. Absolutely love it. David is himself, incidentally, 5 seconds behind Alistair Murray, who's just in front of him in the overall standings. He is second in class. But again, those two not really making much of an, well, I say much of an impression. Davis did take nearly 3 seconds out of Murray last time around. But Murray does have a lot of time to play with, considering the amount of time left in this race as we fast approach 2.5 minutes remaining. Not just of round 11 from Road Atlanta, but a season 13 of the UKSR GT3 League. Taking in many a sights, every continent on the... Well, can't take in Africa at the moment because there is no African tracks in iRacing. We'd all love to see Kyle Army. And of course, as well, the announcement of the Corvette and the Mustang GT3s coming into iRacing too. Oh, it's going to be a great season for multi-class. Tons of GT3s. I mean, are they going to eject any of the current GT3s out of the you know, listing? Oh, that's a Tiki Simsport Ferrari going very slow, isn't it? Is that Cy Hartley? Yes, it is. So slow down to let everyone pass. Nothing happened there. We're okay. What can we say about this guy? Well, Rusty Racing saying in the chat, after my third PC crash, I decided I had enough. I don't blame you. Eric Race F, not long left now. When he crosses the line, it'll be white flag in the air. There he is, Barney. He's waving it, and he's waving it furiously. For Rose F, the white flag, 1 to go. Here from Road Atlanta. Rose F stroking this one home. 23 seconds, the advantage over Nikolai Agard. He's no slouch himself. It's going to complete a 1-2. Not just for Audi, but for Racing Lab Esports. Yes, they're, you know, slightly different divisions within the team. Like a Red Bull to a Toro Rosso or a Visa, MasterCard, PayPal situation, whatever they call themselves these days. Real way to round out the championship. And with half a lap to go now. Easing out there of turn 7. Through 8 and 9. Classified as corners. Because the motorbikes have to take them as them. They're just mere kinks in a car. To the brakes for the final time into the chicane. Through 10A and 10B. Under the Fox Factory Bridge. And here we go, folks. Round the corner for the final time to shake the checkered flag. Eric Rosef is your winner from Road Atlanta. Congratulations to him. The 38 laps complete. Next across the line, we're going to have a bit of a wait now on our hands for Nikolai Agard. Actually, Dave Robson will be, I think. Yeah, this confirms Dave Robson of AM is not just going to win it, but he is definitively going to finish in 5th because Nathan Anstis behind him has just completely crossed the line and parked that car up. Team Mercedes Ferrari. So Dave, you will be the final car across the line. Couldn't do it, my friend. If some more people to come through, Ruben Bearings will be the next car across the line. Oh, Nathan Lull as well. There goes one of the UKSR Clennon cars. Yeah, there is Bearings. He comes home 4th overall, winner in Pro-Am. Lull comes through with him to secure 4th in that category. Finishing 10th overall. And now the wait we've been waiting for. Here he comes. Dave Robson, Tiki Simsport, winner of AM, 5th overall. Congratulations to him. What a race. What a drive. 7 places overall. Love it. Love it, love it. VRX85 saying on YouTube, GG Bearings, casually enjoying my son's 2nd birthday party during the day, going home and finally winning Pro-Am in the last race of the season. Couldn't say much more than that. Couldn't say much more than that. Wow. Wow. All puffed out. We'll have a chat to some of our drivers very, very shortly. First off, let's take in the results. The final time this season, Eric Rosef takes the victory, a commanding victory for him for Racing Lab Esports powered by Ford and winning that elite category. And my Sheriff's Creeks, I had to stand up for the last part. It was just too engaging, but now I've got to do PC work, unfortunately. Sit down. Nikolai Agard securing Pro category and winning so category and finishing the 2nd overall. Casper Tunstead, if it hadn't been for instance from him and losing a bit of time early on, I mean, could he have taken the fight to Agard? Even so, those 2 Racing Lab Esports Audis are looking oh so dominant. Tunstead, great result for him though. Pro driver on the podium overall, 2nd in class to beat Ruben Bearings 4th and winner in Pro-Am. AM category winner, 5th overall at 7 places. Dave Robson, a great drive from him, and the last driver on the lead lap. Anstis 2nd in Pro-Am, 6th overall. Murray and Davis 7th and 8th respectively for those 2, and 2nd and 3rd in AM category. There you go for our top 3 from AM in the top 8. Rounding out the Pro podium is Casper Brockner, who finishes in 9th, all completing the top 10. Sharples, James Courtney, Connolly, UKSR Clan. So, I mean, 2 laps down, 2nd, so 3rd in that Pro-Am category. Great stuff from him. Cy Hartley, last driver to complete the race. Then into retirements, Alistair Pocock, lost him on lap 27, last 26 for Ricciardi. Rob Windsor on lap 20, which is a valiant effort despite battling with issues and starting from the pits. Harold Utorsis lost him all the way back on lap 7. Who can I pick? I tell you what, while I wait for some people to to show up for interviews and can say great words, undoubtedly. What we're going to do is just going to watch and enjoy again. She might have missed it earlier on. New league coming for next season. It's multi-class. Here we go. Well, as that clip started in the rain, we're going to round things out. We've had to endure the entirety of the time here in the rain. It's been a torrid affair, hasn't it? First off to the interviews where he's gone into a channel I can't drag him across from, can I? Sort of for next season. So I was going to bombard him. Let's get things queued up at my end, though, first. And we're going to have a chat to some of our drivers. Lovely. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to speak to our third place finisher. Second place finisher and, well, winning his category. Nikolai Agard joins us now. Nikolai, congratulations.
Hello.
You've got to be, first off, congratulations on the championship. You've been great all season. I think I remember rightly, you started the season off finishing second at Portimao. You finished the season finishing second overall as well in the race. What a season it's been for you.
Yeah, it's been, it started great. I had a lot of fun also, but work got in the way for the middle of the season. So I didn't have the best of races there, but I had to take time for this round to hopefully score some points, and it paid out.
It definitely did,
So
your teammate Eric Grozef was in the chat on Twitch saying how it was different every lap. Just describe how much of a challenge it was out there, because it just looked unrelenting.
Yeah, because it was Monza, wasn't it? We had rain.
Yes.
Yeah, Monza. Yeah, and at Monza it was like pretty steady through the whole race. There was like it changed a little bit at the start and the end, but this race here, it was like 2 laps it was heavy rain, and then 2-3 laps it was almost no rain, so you had a lot of grip again, and then it just poured down, and there were some sections in the race where it was just all water. It was like
a river
really
running
challenging
down the track.
Yeah. Up through turn 5.
Yes.
I think it's called 5 before before the 90, the 2 turns that goes to 900 degrees. Yeah, But up the hill there was just full of water all over.
And
So
Eric Rosef has given away a bit of a cheat code that you had today, in the sense of he was telling you, as he was obviously going through those corners first, exactly what it was like, and how prepared to be for how slippery it was. I mean, having that, a teammate ahead of you, acting as your spotter for how slippy the track was, that must have been so invaluable.
Yeah, I was lucky there to have my teammate, because although I had to put off some time to practice for this race, it wasn't that much practice. So I had the day-to-day, because I've driven GTPs in the 2-3 last weeks, preparing to drive majors.
Yes.
So jumping from the GTP to the GT3, that's awful.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a difference. A little bit, isn't there? Really? We'll let you off on that. I mean, having said that, even more so, to walk away second, you couldn't have asked for a much better race, surely.
Yeah, it was a good race. I felt really steady with the car. It was doing what I wanted it to do, so I was happy with that. But Sharples, Tunstead, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
he was faster than me today. But yeah, it's not all about being the fastest. But hats off to him. He had a great pace, really great pace.
It did. It was a shame he came off the tracks a couple of times, and that's what just created that gap and allow you to get away. I mean, at one point he was running faster than Eric was. To give you some sort of perspective, it was absolutely astounding, and some great pace out there. But we'll let you go and enjoy what's left of your evening and your championship victory. Congratulations, Nikolai Agard, Racing Lab Esports, winner in pro and also champion. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you, my friend.
Right. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna. I tell you what. We'll as no one else has popped in, I'm gonna drag in, and he's gonna absolutely hate me for this one. Let's get away. I'm gonna speak to the Rain Master himself. Mr. Simon Bamber joins us now. Simon, welcome along. You weren't with us tonight out on track, but there in spirit through your rain dance maneuvers. I mean,
hi Tim.
Where you must have relished. You would have relished being out there tonight. What sort of heroics would we have seen from you if you had been out on track?
I think the only heroics you'd have got from me tonight would be hitting puddles and going straight into the barrier. I heard conditions are rather bad.
They were. Like a river from 1 through to 5 was how Nikolai Agard strode it. But even so, there's no better than the Rhine Master that is Simon Bamber. I mean, surely, you've and also, Retortus retiring early on. Ritani, just having one of his race where it was all or nothing. I mean, surely you could have been right up there with the best.
I think with a bit of practice, I would have definitely been able to survive. I heard Eric won.
He did. I mean, clearly you've been paying lots of attention here.
Well done.
I saw all race long you were sat with Dan Smith helping him negotiate his way through things.
We've been planning multi-class leagues.
Fantastic. And I've played it a couple of times now. Are we going to see you out on track, or are you purely going to be there in an admin capacity?
For the multi-class league, I will be right there, right in the middle of it.
And what are you going to be driving?
Hopefully the LMP2.
Oh, good choice. Good choice. Underrated, that car.
I think all 3 classes are going to be absolutely jam-packed, though. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yes, I think you're absolutely smack on. Well, I've got a proper driver to talk to who actually took part. I'll let you go and chat to Dan again after I pilfered you there. But great to talk to you as always, and we'll see you, next season for multi-class.
Great to chat, Tim, and thanks for all your commentator goodness this season. It's been really appreciated.
That's
You've done really
one
well.
way of putting it, definitely at times. There we go. Right, Simon Bamber there for you. Sat patiently. Let's hold on. Let's cue things up. We've got to do him the honours proper. After how do you describe this sort of behaviour, this sort of impressiveness, no less? And I've messed up that one well and truly in terms of the graphics. There we go. Let's get into the. Oh no! I've really messed this things up now. There we go. We've got the right graphics now. A beautiful view it is of you, Dave Robson, being shown here, drifting your way through turn 1 in the wet in that Tiki Simsport Ferrari. Oh, I was willing you on to try and get on the podium overall, but even so, if someone said to you, Dave, you're going to walk away with the class victory and you're going to finish 5th overall, I mean, you'd snap someone's hand off for that one, wouldn't you?
Quite literally, Tim, quite literally. I didn't come here with any expectations to win. Obviously, try and go for a podium. And in those conditions, ever-changing, the evolution of the track, just crazy, crazy race.
Yes. It was an absolutely crazy race, wasn't it? And, I mean... you just seem to, you weren't. It seemed to be anyway. Like, there was no heroics out there from you. It was just a case of right, just keep this car on the track and see what happens come the end of the race. Is that a right assumption of the sort of tactics you were playing?
No, that is exactly right. I would just get your head down, just drive your race and see if people make mistakes. Basically, I know I want the quickest out there today, so yeah. Just try and keep car on track. Nearly lost it a few times on the last corner, as you'll have seen. But yeah, just really, really over the moon to get my win in the last race.
Well, to give you some perspective, Dave, only your teammate Cy Hartley had a slower best lap than yourself. Actually, no, I'll tell you, Alistair Murray did as well. So you had the 3rd worst best lap, yet you finished 5th overall. I think that's just true testament, just consistency, really, and you just plucks your way through. I mean, but talk us through the opening couple of laps. I mean, yeah, some might say okay, a bit easier because it's a smaller grid of 17 tonight. But when it's in the wet weather, it's seeing what the spray was like to contend with. It must have been a very nervous time those first few laps.
It was absolutely terrifying. I'm not gonna lie. You want to keep close, but to keep close, you need to be in the spray, and you've just got to really be on your game and hope that everything goes your way. Luckily, it did today.
It did indeed. Well, I'll let you go and enjoy that, and probably have well-deserved beer, even if it is pretty much on school night, being a Sunday night. Congratulations,
Brilliant.
Dave Robson, Tiki Simsport,
Thanks a lot, Tim.
No worries
Cheers,
at all.
Tim.
No worries at all. Well, what a drive from that man. What a drive, no less. I tell you what, we are pretty much now looking like we're all done and dusted with things. Look at that beautiful sunset haze just clicking into play here over at Road Atlanta. Well, what a season it's been, folks. What a season it's been. 11 rounds. Season 13. Crazy action. We've taken in many a place, but we are now done. Congratulations to our winners. I'm going to see. Has he updated it? Hold on, let me see if I can fully confirm things. Obviously, we know you taught us taking bits. Yes, things have been confirmed, so I can confirm to you your championship winners, obviously pending any penalty points. Even so, you taught us got to lose a lot of those. He is your Victor, Ritani and Rosef, your top 3 in the elite category. As for pro, has he dropped that one in there? No, he hasn't yet. Okay, but Nikolai Agard, what a drive from him. Yeah, Matt Edmondson, congratulations. Jack Barker as well, that got secured tonight. Obviously, no appearance from Steiner Sani, who, if he had turned up and not gone to Ayia Napa, I mean, he would have won that one. But, well, from myself, Tim Cox, I think it's finally time to say goodbye. Enough of my waffling. Thank you very much for joining me for the entirety of season 13. We will be back, and I will be back in about 3 weeks' time here every Sunday night, bar a couple of weeks off we've got in the season. Multi-class is back. It's going to be about, just can't wait for it enough. Hypercar, LMP2 and GT3. It'll be beautiful. Thank you very much for joining us, and for not just tonight, the entire season, from everyone here at UKSR, thank you very much. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, all that jazz. Give us a follow over on Twitch. Goodbye. Oh, no, stop. Hold the press. Final standings are apparently out. Right, he has sorted it. Dan, I'm not seeing in my end in the spreadsheet. Oh, what day? I'm seeing Joe Pinder. What day will multiclass be? It will be on a Sunday evening. UK time. Sure which country you're in, Joe. I think you're British from memory. You'll recognise your name. Dan, I'm not seeing them. Dan, what have you done here, Dan? You haven't updated the Google Doc. Dan, I think we're pretty much. Is he he's round? I can see he's disappeared out of the chat. The voice comes. Let's give it a few minutes. No. I can waffle for England. I am pressing refresh. He's telling me to refresh. I'm pressing refresh. There's nothing in the road land to comment down. You're hearing me 20 seconds behind. I mean, I'm sure even everyone at home can hear me mashing. Hold on. We're getting something. No, and it's disappeared. Well, it came, it went. Just like the season, really. I feel like Alan Partridge right now, which would mean nothing to our foreign viewers. I keep yelling, Dan. Right, okay, we're going to go for this another way, folks. Hold tight. Brace yourselves. Big announcements. Let's try this. Has he dumped it in there? No, he hasn't. Right, okay. We're going to do this, folks. We will get this. No, we won't. Control F5. Control F5. Nothing. The Road Atlanta is blank, my friend. It's showing less than. No, I can't say that. This is expletives. No. Don't know what you're seeing, Dan. Don't know what you're seeing. Right. Answers on the postcards. No, he's put a link in chat. Hold on, folks. Hold on. No, still blank. Even my cough's kicking in now. It can't. It's crooning over the. Ooh, hold on. That one's got something in. Right. Okay. So I've got something in one of them. Yes, we have. We've got them. Right. Okay. So here we go, folks. Right. This is going to be horrifically bad streamer esque. Okay, let's attempt something here. Browser. We're going to add this in as a source on OBS on the fly, folks. This is it's shoddy workmanship at best, but you know, then everyone can see live. Will that work? Bill. Oh. No. No. I don't like that. No. Let's do it a different way. Yes. Delete that. Now. Replicate. See, this is where. This is the match. The beauty of live TV. There we go. There we go. So, I've got it, folks. There we go, confirmed to you. You taught us, yeah, Victor, over in Elite. I mean, proper high-tech stuff. Tim needs a producer. Yeah, I do. I just sit in front of a desk and talk absolute rubbish, and there's someone making the magic happen behind me. Declare got confirmed for you there, pro champion. Look at that. Only 3 points in it between himself. We're looking at this total points column. I don't know why I'm showing you with my mouse because you can't see my mouse at home. But it's there, trust me. The total points column. And then, look how close to that. Casper Brockner in the end. He was only 6 points behind Tunstead. Incredibly close there. Oh, you can see my mouse there. Hold on, there we go. Look, this is where we're looking. Oh, right. It's a good job I've not got any dodgy tabs open, isn't it, really? Jack Barker. There you go. Confirmation crowned first. Steiner Sani. Nathan Anstiff in the end clawed it back to 304 after tonight's performance. Ruben Bearings, look at that. After it's these drop weeks that really cost him because he had 3 0 round scores. Shame. We knew he'd won that. Cy Hartley, you've picked up second. Al Murray third. 6 points ahead of John Davis. John, if you picked up a few points, no, not really. It'd been hard to overturn that one. Teams, Tiki Sim Sport Tiki. Wow, look at that. I thought it was going to be Racing Lab Esports, but it wasn't. So they're coming into this final round, but no Steiner Sani. You've hurt things for them, and Tiki Sim Sport Tiki are officially the team's champions by 4 points. Wow. UKSR Cleland as well, picking up 3rd place. Murray, Conley, and Smith we haven't seen for most of the season. So Team Potato 4th. Old Dues in Cars Black beating Old Dues in Cars Blue. DCW, we've had many fans of you in the season, haven't we? Look at that 7th place for you. UKSR Hoy. Now, if Chris Edisford, Discord founder, had have pulled his finger out of his backside and turned it for half a round, they would have been much higher. It's the heroics of Matt Edmondson that's hauled them and kept them in 8th place. Romstuff 9th and Noel Pointers 10th. Yeah, right. And after that horrifically bad professionalism of let's just show a spreadsheet on the screen, that's a good place to end. We'll be back, as you said, at 3 weeks' time. Multi-class, it's here, it's back every Sunday night for next season. UKSR, YouTube and Twitch. Thank you very much for joining me. I've been Tim Cox. Good night, God bless, and thank you for season 13. Goodbye.